Well, those Timbers have spent the previous 4 weeks away from Portland for preseason camp in Costa Rica, then Tucson. And that is just a sample of what lies ahead for the defending Western Conference champs. Nick Krupke here with you on Countdown to Kickoff, back again 1 week out now from the real deal in Colorado. March 2nd will be the first of 12 straight matches on the road as the second phase of that relaunch to Providence Park is in full swing, while the Timbers take another swing at a run to another cup.
Not being able to get it done is something that's going to follow us.
When opportunity knocks,
no one would put like any penny on us.
It's best to capture the glory.
It was amazing. I think it was a special year for us, for all of us. We couldn't get the trophy, the big one.
Atlanta United, in just their second year of existence, have won MLS Cup. Then go back to the well.
You're just ready to go for the next one after this big disappointment.
Home sweet under construction home.
We are all very excited to see how it got finished, and obviously to have that connection with our supporters, right, which is for us the most important.
The Timbers' more than $85 million investment to raise the east side of Providence Park will be posh for another 4,000 seats to top 25K in the stadium. That's not all, though. New locker rooms, video board, team store, and so much more will be so fancy. Swoon, though, until June. For now, the club gets the hit the trail for all of March, April, and May.
It's not going to be easy, but at the end, I think it's going to be all right, because when we are going to come back to Providence in this new stadium, it's going to be awesome.
There will be no more playing into December for Major League Soccer. MLS Cup will be up for grabs now on November 10th.
I think that's the belief that we have to have in this season too, that we're going to be behind each other and that cover each other's backs, so we can make the same run again.
Season 9 in MLS for PTFC brings onward another revision to the playoff format. Gone that two-leg aggregate series. It's now win or go home, awarding home field advantage the club with the best record.
One and done. I always thought it was a little bit weird how the playoffs were set up, where to get to the final you had to do the 2 legs and compete that way, and then in the final it was 1 leg. So at least now it's pretty consistent, and I think it'll make the playoffs a lot more exciting for the fans.
While Portland's roster is much like the one we saw last in Atlanta at the Cup, not all return. After 5 years in the Rose City, Ridgie rolled out of town.
I don't think that we can replace him. We are just trying to bring our players to just put their personality, and playing different doesn't mean that they cannot do at least as good as what he's been doing.
Liam Ridgewell is out. Claude Dielna is in, with Bill Tuiloma and Julio Cascante joining the center back competition. And that new striker, if and when he shows up, will be a boost to the system.
Yeah, that might be a position that we look for. That might be an area that we might bring someone else just to create more competition. And that's something that, I think it's been out there and we're working on it.
Still in search of that star striker, the Timbers have landed that right back to compete for a starting spot. The new number 2 in camp for the second week in Tucson, Jorge Morera joins PTFC on a season-long loan from River Plate. The Timbers would have the option to then buy his contract at season's end. He's a 29-year-old who has suited up for Paraguay's national team. He's got a thick trunk, and previous big match experience should ease some concerns at that spot.
Competition, first of all. He's a player with experience. He's a player that has played with the national team, with a club like River Plate in big matches. So he's going to come with that experience, and we saw the qualities that he has, and I think he's going to put a good challenge on the right fullback position in order to make sure that we have quality.
Yeah, Morera fills that void left by Alvis Powell's departure to Cincinnati. Also complete with Marco Farfan and Zarek Valentin for that right spot there. Z, of course, moved over from the left spot late last season. Season 3 now for Jeremy Ebobisse, the King. Perhaps this will be his first fully up now season with the club the entire way, competing in the camp with Lucas Milano in that spot. Eventually, whoever that new DP is as a striker will need to be added to make that push for home field in the playoffs. So from France to Maryland to Duke, to the Timbers, the 4th overall pick in 2017, that super draft pick could very well be that key cog to what this club needs now for Ebobisse. Working out with the U.S. national team in his brief offseason was yet another shot to pick up the most of the moment.
I have to win the spot. Everyone comes in with a pretty clean slate, save a few guys, but we're all generally fighting for the same spot. So from there, I just have to do what I can to prove to Gio that I can contribute for a full season, because it's one thing to do for 3 months, but I need to show that I can do it for 9 months, and we're all excited. You know, we're all hungry, we're all together in it. It's friendly competition, but we all want to be out there representing our club in the best way.
Short off season for you. What did you improve about your game in that short matter of 5-6 weeks?
Yeah, real short off season. I think I only had about a week off doing nothing, but you know, being in national team camp, that was really helpful. I actually played a lot of left wing out there, so it was just about getting a feel for a different position. But for me as a forward, it's given me more perspective on what the left winger is going through, what the right winger is going through, and how they want to get balls into the box and where they need the forward to show up. Because when I was out there, I was like, oh, I need the forward here. And I'm like, well, sometimes when I'm forward, I don't show up here. So that kind of different perspective, I think, will build a better relationship between me, Blanco, Polo, Esprilla, whoever's playing out wide.
Yeah, well, Jabo is 22, St. Valery 32, 33 this spring. The all-time leader in so many stats in Love and Timbers lore, Diego counting his blessings now to still be in that green and gold, the walking double-double. DV8 in his own words.
For me, it's an honor. It's an honor, as I say always from my arriving. I've been very welcome from all the people, and I'm very involved in the community, and I love that, my family too. So I really want to keep playing, you know, as much as I can. I will do my best. I'm trying to take care about me always, and it's all about that, about enjoying my career and being involved with the club.